Allison, it is a tiny piece of plastic that some car makers flat out refuse to talk to us about. It has been the centerpiece of many lawsuits against car makers sued by people who believe the small device could have saved them from fire. Firefighters racing to an accident scene in rural Maryland. In the distance, a plume of smoke rises 50 feet above a fire. At the accident site, a car is engulfed. When the fire is extinguished, it is hard to envision anyone surviving this smoldering wreckage.
I remember pretty much everything. I remember screaming.
But John Wasilek made it out. His arm and leg amputated, skin marred from burns and grafts, an ear destroyed by the fire.
So it was just coming up from this side and just pretty much burned my whole body.
It might have been worse, but for the passerby who pulled him from his burning car.
I had to walk down one at a time.
Wasilek remembers how fast it happened, surviving the crash of his 1987 Ford F-150, only to be consumed by the fire that followed.
At the beginning, I was like, okay, I'm fine, I can get out of here, and then the fire came, and it was like, okay, you're going to die.
From the way it looked, I'm surprised I'm still here today.
Wasilek's attorney, Bob Langdon.
We've gotten them to survive the crash, and then we burn them to death with a vehicle because we didn't spend a nickel on a part that keeps the gasoline from coming out of the gas tank.
A rubber part the size of a pencil eraser called a check valve, a device that costs pennies to make, around 10 cents each, and some say would save lives by preventing a problem called siphoning.
Real dramatic.
John Wasilek already had his day in court. The jury that heard his story awarded him a record verdict in Maryland, $26 million.
When juries see how simple it is and see the problem and the devastation that it can cause not only to the person but to their families and the simple solution, then I think they get infuriated by it.
I try not even to think of the person I was. You can't really dwell in it anymore.